Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about one thing, which is the secret weapon to be attractive to women. It's I know one that you all know. I'll get right into it, which is humor, being funny, making them smile, making them laugh. I know that's very obvious, but that's one thing that a lot of guys have problems with because a lot of guys are just not funny and they're not lighthearted. They don't have the right linguistic techniques or strategy to make people happy around them. It's that simple, right? And it's not just your woman, it's like a part of the crowd, like your friends. Like to be friendly guy and things, it's about being able to make people smile is very key. As well in sales, translates to other aspects of life as well. As well, my profession in counseling. Sometimes you got to be lighthearted and make people smile, makes them feel great. And women being feeling based, emotional based, isn't that the obvious? Well, obviously, men are a bit rational, so we tend to overlook things, and we tend to not like be so rational that we're not funny. Sometimes it's too logical. It's like Spock in Star Trek's not funny at all because he's like, hyper logical in things. While some of the other characters, like there's a bit more of a human side to them, and that's what we should be conveying is a bit of a humanistic side. Okay, so that's what I'm going to try to convey as best I can. In doing so, how it will facilitate attraction with women. Okay, and it's not just the woman that you might be meeting; it might be one that you want to stick around for a while, and might be 20 years married to as well. Keep the fire alive. Keep them smiling. Happy wife, happy life. So first, I got to mention just about the science of comedy because I'm a very scientific guy, very logical guy myself, right? Rational. But to convey this to you guys who are also, I imagine, very rational, is what makes something funny. It's about the method that you convey, like something that's unexpected, is often the case. So you can often start with something very logical, but then you take something logical to something totally irrational. And that juxtapose makes something funny. Other times it's a situational observation that you make a funny, look at that thing over there, like that's weird, right? This could be something as simple as that. And again, it's all about timing. That's what stand-up comedy is about. So I don't know, the pace in which you say things and how you say things is key. It could be the difference between whether something's funny or not, what you say. So, like, this isn't just about having rehearsed jokes that's totally anti-funny and anti-seductive, or rehearsed anything that's weird, but about, like, being present, witty, responsive. Again, making jokes about the situation or about her and her behavior or about your own behavior. Sometimes when you can make fun of yourself to open it up, it's like that will make drop their guards down. If you can make fun of yourself in a funny way or something you said or whatever, yeah, like don't always do that, but there's a time and place to do that. And so this is a big factor actually how women evaluate potential partners, and humor builds that connection. It gets their guard down. It gets you from the attractive stage, which is stage one, to comfort building stage. And once you've through humor and things built comfort, then you can move on to the intimacy side of stage, the isolation side of stage of things. And sometimes this can be what's funny with a woman is a playful type of banter, but playfulness in general. Okay, but sometimes you can kind of get under their skin in a funny way. I believe, but way back in the day, was it Mystery called this word negging? Now, there's kind of some problematic aspects about it, but I believe that there is a time and a place to neg, and it's just like I hate to say that word, but it's just about getting under their skin and being playful. Right? It's all about that playful kind of disagreeableness in a way. That's what it comes down to. And sometimes a criticism, constructive one, but playful. Things like that. Sometimes just being playful and humorous can diffuse a potentially serious situation as well, or a serious accusation or criticism. It's like it could just be a criticism that's very cold, or it could be criticism that's kind of funny, right? Which would you prefer? And women will be more responsive to one. And I could go all into a lot of these things. It's so multifaceted, but I just got to keep moving on. Okay, so humor isn't just about you're meeting a woman, it's also about keeping a woman. Okay, the happy life, happy wife philosophy. And sometimes through disagreement, when you're playful and your attitude's good and you can make funny things, you can make them smile in a disagreement, like that can totally diffuse the situation, make one that's potentially very serious and very negative, emotional. Women are very emotional, to one that's positive. And guys who are able to navigate this are kind of masters in keeping a woman. But when it comes down to meeting a woman, it's the same kind of thing, because you might initially have some bitch tests or defense mechanisms which you have to navigate yourself. And being emotionally intelligent, mentioned some of these things in my previous videos, but you got to keep things positive. That's the key aspect of things too. So not everybody's funny. I get that. Not everybody has, myself included. Back in the day, I wouldn't consider myself the most funny guy, even though I have a good sense of humor. I like watching comedies and things. But it is a skill that can be developed. It's not that hard. And again, it's getting down to the science of what is funny. It is, once you understand it, it's actually, we laugh at things all the time. We're responsive to what's funny all the time. But you ever think about what it is actually means to be funny? And it's been broken down to a science. I recommend this one book I read a number of years ago, but it was a science about being funny. It was about a stand-up comedian who was in Las Vegas for many years, and he explained exactly how to do it. So there's a type of the science of humor anyway, okay? But in doing so, you have to be yourself. It's not like you're trying too hard to be funny, because somebody who's trying too hard to be funny, it's not funny. It's got to be natural. There's naturalness to it. And again, that comes down to the timing of it and the flow and the fact that it's unexpected too. Because if you're trying hard, that's expected, but it's like you're not even trying to be funny, but you are funny. It can be, that makes it more funny in the end. That makes sense. And so I have to just reiterate, just bring it to a wrap here, that humor is a powerful, often underrated tool for attraction and relationships. And the reason why it's so effective, again, I have to reiterate, is it brings a guard down in them. And it as well builds attraction, because they have positive attraction, smiling, laughing, which they're attaching to you. And that is addictive. In a good way. Some things it's okay to be addicted to, that are positive. And that is what the woman wants, is a guy in their life that isn't going to be super serious motherfucker the whole time, who's hard ass and tight ass and doesn't fucking enjoy life and things like that. You want somebody who, like, you can go on a walk with and, make them smile the whole time. Or while you're making dinner, cracking jokes and make things lighthearted. Or if there is a somewhat serious situation, that you can kind of come out of it in the end with, like, you being lighthearted and changing the mood of things. Okay? Keep them smiling, because that's first of all, very healthy for people, for everything, blood pressure and everything else. Be happy. So it's an important thing. You're doing them a favor. It's not just a superficial means to an end technique. It's actually about the process of being healthy relationship and healthy in general. Like being funny in some ways, enjoying life, right? Together. Isn't that what it comes down to? Two people hand in hand, smiling, laughing, and enjoying life. And as a result, the children they'll bear, seeing that relationship, will grow better in the end, as opposed to somebody who's a bit of a dysfunctional relationship of parenthood that they see. Okay? I want to conclude it there, because in the end, that's what it comes down to in the pair bonding process, is coming down to a mating process. And The whole mating process is bearing children, and bearing children, the attitude of the relationship is going to grow the best children. And having a relationship that is humorous and lighthearted and this and that, not super serious, will foster those types of good child development. Okay, so I'll leave it there, guys. What are your thoughts on this video? I try to cover things like that are pretty, obvious, but in a way that might not be so obvious. In a way that's a new angle of looking at things, or something you never considered, to expand on it. And I hope I do that with this topic, because, and leave in the comment section below anything else that you would like me to talk about this, or any questions, or is there something I missed out? Because obviously there are many things I can talk about when it comes to this, but I just tried to hit the nail on the head here and get right down to the nitty-gritty of this topic, because, again, having a lighthearted relationship where you make them smile every day, you make them laugh every day, you make them happy, women, that is, who are emotional based, is a key for a healthy relationship. It'll make you healthier, it makes them healthier in the end, and you'll make your children healthier if you have those as well. Okay, thank you for watching, guys. Peace.